You can watch the Streamer Spotlight series live on Twitch Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Twitch.tv/TIGHEFIGHTERX1. That's twitch.tv/TIEFighterX1. What is up? I am TIE Fighter X1 and welcome to Sunday. Sunday. It's not Sunday. It's Streamer. It is Sunday, but it's Streamer Spotlight series. Tonight's guest is TheRippers1. He's a huge supporter of this channel. He's a huge supporter of lots of other channels. Very active community member, and we love having him here. So right after this hype video for him, we will bring him on the show.
I am the Rippers. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. GTA logic right there, guys.
I'm gonna go in there. Oh, you got people coming out of the vault. Out of the vault. Count at least two. They're shooting each other. I've got off down out.
It's me, now you gotta kiss me. Fucker. These missions out here are pretty cool. I like these. Oh, snap. You know I want to...
TheRippers1. How are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I am better than yesterday. What did you guys think of the hype video? That was pretty amazing, right? Good stuff there on that. Just kind of start off with who you are. Where did you come up with your name and what you stream?
My real name is David. I came up with the name back when I was younger. I was into serial killers, but not an aspect of the actual killing. And
this is starting off well.
Yeah. I was very interested in Jack the Ripper, his profile, his life and stuff like that. But that is not who I am. But I came up with the Rippers, like I like RPG, frames per second games, stuff like that.
Awesome. And what do you stream on your channel and what is your schedule like?
I stream right now. I'm streaming Batman Arkham Knight. We did finish the mission story and we're going to backstories and stuff like that. I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Friday, Saturday, or not 8 p.m., 6 p.m. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I stream. I'm not doing anything with my daughter. It's going to be roughly about 8 o'clock, 6 o'clock, stuff like that. Usually I tell people to check my Twitter because that's where I keep them updated on the weekend type schedule.
And the Twitter's the same as your Twitch channel, TheRippers1?
Yes, and Instagram also.
Awesome. So let's get a shout out. Zaz, can you handle the shout out, please, for the Rippers? So if this is your first time to the show, let me explain how it works real quick. We do some Twitch news in the very beginning. Then we have some preset questions that we'll ask the Rippers1 after that. And then towards the end, we do guest or chat questions. So any questions you might have for the Rippers1, make sure you tag me in it or Fighter X1 Gaming, preferably TIE Fighter X1, so I can get an eye on it. And then we will ask those questions. And then at the end, we raid the Rippers. What are you going to be playing when we raid you tonight?
I will probably streaming Batman Arkham Knight.
Awesome. Very cool. Go ahead.
I was thinking of streaming Star Wars online. I want to make sure my computer can handle streaming and playing that game also. Like, the quality on the game at the moment is kind of iffy.
Oh, as far as your like frame rate and such?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, so starting off with some Twitch news. Let's switch here. Twitch has rolled out a new feature for Prime members. So if you're not familiar with what Prime members are, it's anybody who is a Twitch member who has linked their account with Amazon Prime. So one of the free perks you get is a free subscription to this channel each month, or any other channel that you would like to use that subscription to. They have now released the option to collect loot from viewers and then distribute that loot during your streams. Right now it's some Dauntless items, but it's still a cool feature, and the option for non-Twitch members to get some loot that they may not have gotten otherwise. One of the biggest complaints I've heard so far, Rippers, is the fact that it blocks a lot of the Twitch chat. But have you seen any of that, and what are your thoughts on it?
I actually heard about it because I do have Amazon Prime, and yes, I do use my Amazon Prime to sub to you.
We appreciate that, dude.
I haven't really checked it out because a lot of the loots that I can get for drops and stuff like that is for games I do not play. So I feel like it doesn't really benefit everybody that doesn't play that type of game.
Makes sense. Do you think it's a cool thing though, or?
I think it is a cool thing. And they're trying to get better with type of new games that comes out for free for Prime. Different type of loots like GTA 5. I played GTA 5 online. They came out with the casino. I got a free penthouse and a bunch of money and some other things. And then like I went in there, rolled a little spin wheel, and won a car.
Awesome. You won the car off of the free spin, the daily free spin. That's cool.
Yes.
So apparently YouTube is turning into a podcast platform. A recent survey taken in Canada shows that 43% of people went to YouTube to find a podcast, which put it above both Apple and Spotify. Apple came in at 34%, Spotify at 23%. If you didn't know, we actually have podcast version of this show as well as it's on YouTube. It's 24 hours after the initial live version. So what do you think about YouTube getting a lot of podcasters going over there? And do you listen to podcasts? If so, where do you get most of your podcasts?
I do listen to podcasts. I have an app on my phone when I'm at work. I listen to Broken Jubal in the morning, for the radio, Elvis Duran in the morning, and podcast-wise, the Brooklyn Boys podcast. Going to YouTube, it's pretty cool because for regular podcasts you listen on phone, you don't see the faces, you can't really get their expression really unless they have a very vocal voice that their voice can simulate what their emotions are. So bringing it to YouTube is actually pretty cool.
Awesome. So do you ever watch any like videos of podcasts on YouTube?
Not really. One of the YouTubers I watch is like Roman Atwood. I wear a T-shirt that has "Smile More" because I kind of want to promote that type of environment. One for my child, and one for my stream because I want people to smile. I want people to come in and have fun and smile. I want their like if they're having a bad day, come to my channel. I'll bring your day better.
That is amazing, and I might need that T-shirt. September's in full September. Yeah, I said September, right? It's in full swing. 10% extra biddies with the subway emote and half off emotes. Once again, if you haven't subscribed to this channel and you want to cheer us on support right now, is the perfect time to do it. $2.50. Or you can do that when we raid the Rippers. You get 2 for 1. What's your thoughts on September, and have you seen any extra growth this month due to September?
The growth, to be honest, it's a slow grind, and I'm the type of person that's not going to give up. I keep striving for the best. If I watch my videos and I feel like if I need to talk more, that I do struggle on talking to myself when my chat's not booming. But I did see a little growth, but I wasn't expecting a huge jump.
Okay, fair enough. Do you think it's a good thing that they do this every September though, or?
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. It helps motivate streamers to become more intuitive to make sure that they're earning their subs and stuff. Like my goal as for my subs, I want to have movie nights for subscribers and stuff like that.
Oh, that's awesome. We'll get into that right after Twitch news then. I'd like to hear more about how you're actually going to get that accomplished. So Twitch purchased Internet Games Database. It's essentially the IMDb, the International Movie Database, but it's for video games. And it's really cool. So they're going to be switching their catalog to use that database going forward. This will improve finding the correct category to exist in, as the database holds like all of the games. So if you're a fan of smaller indie games and never being able to put yourself in that category, then this should improve your chances of finding that game. So any thoughts on Twitch purchasing the Internet Games Database?
I'm not sure. I mean, if they're doing it like just like movies, do people really go to that pages and check out the movies all the time?
Yeah. So I mean, it's just like IMDb, but it's for games. I actually went to the website, and it's pretty impressive, the setup that they have there.
I haven't heard of it, but I can check it out and see what they have to offer.
Very cool.
But usually when I pick my games out, I go on Steam or wherever I get my games at and read the description of the game and stuff like that. Watch the preview videos, see if I'm really into it and stuff like that.
Yeah, so that's essentially the same thing. Steam has their own database, but this is more international. It holds a ton of just, not necessarily you can buy the game from there, but you can get all of the information from there. So I really think that Twitch adding that to their repertoire is going to make choosing your category a lot easier, because you might get a game off of Steam that's brand new, that's a smaller indie game that Twitch doesn't have a category for, but hopefully with this database, the Internet Games Database, they'll have that there. So Mixer has added ads to their platform. However, unlike Twitch, who gives partners a small percentage of their ad revenue, Mixer's currently collecting all revenue for these ads. What's your thoughts on this, and how could both platforms do ads better?
I think ads do help out, but taking the whole percentage is, to me, how's that really helping streamers get motivated? Like, I mean, that's a tough question. Um, when I go to people's pages and first thing I see is ads, most of the time it says on top, it says these ads support Twitch.
Right. Unless you're a
So
partner.
basically, yeah, unless you're a partner. But taking it all from, like, I think Mixer, because I did check out Mixer. I'm going to say I'm not going to Mixer, but I was checking it out, see what their platform was all about. And to get partner for them, it's a very high number. And I think, if you're a partner with a company, you should benefit from some of the profit.
I would definitely agree with that. I think everybody would. Everybody who's streaming on platforms would like to see more revenue in their pocket. We're essentially, even affiliates are giving Twitch a lot of revenue for free because not everybody does subscribe. And even if they do subscribe, the percentage, which we're not allowed to talk about for affiliates, the percentage for subs is very small. So Twitch is getting all of this extra money, and Amazon, and then they put ads on top of that, and it can be frustrating. But what do you do? Like, what other platform do you go to? Especially now that Mixer's doing this, you could go to D-Link, right? You can get some cryptocurrency for you, but I don't necessarily trust that. While we bring that up, actually, they are about to release their open beta. No, not D-Link. What's the other one? I didn't write this one down. We'll come back to this. I'll look it up while you answer the next question, actually.
Okay.
Twitch is continuing with the bans this week. Lots of people are being banned for what is considered sexual content, but more importantly, in the art community. A couple of artists were banned, but the drawings were what you would see were no different than playing DOA beach volleyball or any Dead or Alive game for that matter, or Rumble Roses, an old Xbox 360 game that I really enjoyed, but it suggested very sexual content as well. How do you feel about Twitch pulling all of these artists off the platform, yet still showing these games that suggest sexuality or nudity? And I will put a link to the article in the chat because the chat actually has, or that link actually has a image of what was drawn, and there were women in bikinis.
Is it okay if I look at it?
Of course,
to
yeah.
get my view.
Risky click of the day, yeah.
Where's my daughter at?
I mean, it doesn't show anything. It's just a cartoon picture.
Honestly, I don't see anything wrong with it.
So yeah, this artist got banned for that.
I mean, there's an artist, a streamer that I watched the other day. She does body art. Now, she does paint, like, she does have some kind of covering over her breast, but she's literally there naked except for the underwear, and she's painting herself. I mean, what's the difference between that and this stuff right here?
Right.
And what's the difference between a streamer that is in a sports bra and a very skimpy shorts?
Which, yeah, last week we talked about the female that got banned for wearing a sports bra on stream, which does the complete opposite. But more so for me, it's this is artist and his creativity, and he's getting banned for that. Yet you would allow that in a video game. So, what do you think about Twitch banning that kind of art?
I don't think it's right. I mean, art is an expression. It's not something that's supposed to be sexualized. Now, yes, there are people that is going to sexualize that picture, but for normal people that like art is going to enjoy that type of stuff.
So going back to what I was just saying before that, BitTorrent is releasing their streaming platform. I believe it's called Tron, or no, it's called Be Live. So their streaming service will use blockchain and cryptocurrencies to operate, much like D Live. Symphonic D Live is another streaming platform like Twitch or Mixer. However, the difference is it uses cryptocurrency to drive its currencies. And PewDiePie, the popular YouTuber, actually was the first one to jump onto D Live. However, since he joined, I don't think he's actually streamed it all. But BitTorrent is now joining, to compete against D Live. So, what's your thoughts on cryptocurrency streaming platforms?
I think you broke up on that last question.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what is your thoughts on cryptocurrency streaming platforms?
Not a lot of people have cryptocurrency. If I'm not mistaken, cryptocurrency, you have to mine it with a PC. And it takes a lot of time to even get something that's worth it. And then, I never really followed cryptocurrency.
I mean, it's huge. And if you got in early, it was something super good to be in, because one Bitcoin right now equals, at the time of me saying this, one Bitcoin is $10,006.70.
Oh, I should have started a long time ago then.
Zyroth actually had some Bitcoin in the very beginning. I'll let him tell that story at the he's the last guest of season 1, so I'm gonna make sure to bring that up on stream about his Bitcoin adventure.
Yeah, I heard a story. This guy was had a bunch of cryptocurrency. His hard drive crashed that was storing this information, the password, everything, and he threw it into a junkyard. And then, because he thought that cryptocurrency wasn't going to be big, and then once he heard how much he could have got, he's begging the city to let them go to the dump to find this one hard drive that is pretty much wiped out.
Yeah, I don't blame him. $10,000 for one Bitcoin, dude. I mean, that's a lot of money. So moving on, YouTube announced that some creators would be getting their YouTube verified badge taken away. YouTube thought that the checkmark added to creators make it appear that it is a YouTube endorsed channel instead of a verified channel, and wanted to clear up the confusion over what YouTube considers endorsed. Content creators let it known that they were not happy, and YouTube has backed off removing it from content creators that already have it, and only new verified accounts will have to go through the changes. What is your take on all of that? And did you hear about that at all?
I have not. I just know Twitter has something about getting verified, and I think there's rules and guidelines to get that verified.
Yeah, so this was YouTube creators were going to be getting it taken away. They were not happy about it, so YouTube said they missed the mark, and that's no longer the case. All right.
I know a lot of things that YouTube does kind of hurts the streamers and the platform itself.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
I think it's more along the lines of, like, I know recently the children, like, there's a YouTuber that does toy reviews. He's
Ryan's
a young child.
Toy Review.
Yes.
He's been in the news lately.
I mean, the kid just wants to review a toy, and it's like, okay, if he didn't have a problem with it years and years ago, then why are you having a problem with it now?
Well, apparently his mom got arrested for shoplifting recently, and then they also got in trouble for targeting ads towards children. that wasn't actually an ad. So, you know, Ryan would say something like, "Hey, I use Colgate to brush my teeth." Which is, you know, just kind of throwing it into children's minds that they should use Colgate to brush their teeth, but it wasn't actually an ad. So they got an FCC compliant against that as well.
I mean, there's other things like some people like a lot of games is for mature adult for I can't talk mature adults, and YouTube wants them not to cuss on their stream. They're not gonna pay them for the ad revenue. It's like, okay, if as long as you mark your channel as mature adults, I mean, what's the problem with them cussing on it?
Right. All right, so let's move on. Let's focus on you now. Why did you get into streaming? What are your goals with streaming, both short and long?
I got into streaming when I was playing GTA Online. I play on a role playing server with a streamer, and I was watching his content, and I was like, this is pretty fun. And I was looking at his views, and I'm like, I can do that. And so I asked him how to do it. Asked him what software, what mic, what webcam, stuff like that. And at the time, I was looking for something like a second job. And um, with the health issues I have, just too much for me to go get a second job. And I figured since I love gaming, I love people laughing, and I just started up my channel. First couple of videos was not the best, but every day I keep working on it, keep working on it. Bought me a new webcam that has better quality.
Better than yesterday, right?
Yeah, it's a lot better than yesterday.
I mean, that's all we can do is we keep improving every day, and just keep going forward. Otherwise, you keep looking backwards, and guess where you're gonna go, right?
Yeah. I mean, there was days that it's like it took an emotional toll on me, and I just needed to step back for a little bit, review what I was doing, and I got better at it.
So speaking of emotional tolls and such, so how do you deal with things that? So I'm not sure if many people in the chat are aware, but I suffer from depression a lot. And a lot of people look at me and they're like, really? You suffer from depression? I don't get that. And it goes back to, you usually don't know who suffers from depression, right? Usually, if somebody really suffers from depression, there's usually no telling signs of that. So how do you balance the personal life and your streaming life, and making sure that like you can get past your own barriers, your own walls that you build up, because you just don't feel like streaming, or you're just not good enough in your head, right?
Yeah. Right now I'm going through a lot of stuff, a lot of changes. But I want to keep on my schedules I have, and the way I think of it is me streaming to Twitch and making myself better each day benefits my daughter and my wife. So in the end game for me is just put a smile on your face, have fun with it. The end result is you're making everybody have fun and smile.
That's an excellent outlook. So you stated that you know, your wife, right? And she streams as well. So how is it living in a house with two different people streaming? And usually you're streaming at the same time, right?
I changed my schedule to where I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays. She streams Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. On the Friday stuff, we do double stream, so her mic is going to pick up my voice, and my mic is going to pick up her voice. I mean, it happens. I mean, there's no way around it. Now, we are looking to move, so hopefully we can split the desk up a little bit farther.
Awesome.
But she's practically right 2 feet away from me.
And what about bandwidth? Is bandwidth ever getting your way?
For her computer, yes, but I think we got that resolved. I just took a lot of effort from the internet and her computer itself, and we made it better. The only thing is she cannot stream Dead by Daylight. It's just too laggy for her.
Too network extensive, huh?
Yes. But I think once she gets a better computer, I think she'll be able to stream it because that's what she loves. I mean, honestly, when she plays it, if I ask her one question and she's trying to get away from killer, she will kill me.
That's amazing. And is it something that you guys bond over? Like personal relationship goals?
I don't know if I bond over it, but since I do like pushing her buttons, I kind of just accidentally just make up stuff to talk to her about when she's playing the game.
Do you guys compete over viewers?
No. She knows that we have our own different quality of stream, and she knows that I've been doing this for quite a while now, and I've been networking very hard, trying to figure out how to interact with people, and she's normally better at that part. But I mean, we don't compete. The end goal is to have fun. We don't fight over, oh, you have this many views and I don't have this many views. It's not like that. It's like, you're doing a great job. Keep up the great work. And I tell her the same thing.
That's amazing. I'm glad you guys are supporting each other in this journey that you guys are both taking. What about so you said you've been streaming a long time. How long have you been streaming actually?
I think 2 to 3 months now. I don't know how to check. I had Twitch for a very long time. It's been at least 2 to 3 months that I actually started wanting to stream.
So 2 to 3 months, and you're already an affiliate, which is extremely impressive. Do you mind talking about how you hit affiliate so quickly?
Networking. As I said earlier, I played GTA 5 with another streamer, and I watched him. I've messaged him on Discord saying, "Hey, how do you network? How do you build up your content? How do you do this?" And I get a lot of support from him on that aspect. My first Discord community was one of the communities he was in, and I jumped in there, started networking. I started talking to people.
You can feel free to shout them out if you want to. I mean,
the first one I was in was called Platinum Squad.
Okay.
And then I started watching another streamer, and he has his own community, which is another great community, is the Juice Pack. Those are my top two. They don't do the follow for follow, lurk for lurk, lurk for lurk. It does not work. Like, you get somebody say, "Oh, I follow you, you follow me." They're not going to come back unless they're really good friends with you and they like your content. It's basically like, "Oh, come over and just follow me, I'll follow you," and then they're gone. I don't see them anymore.
That's really good point. I mean, and you're part of the TheRippers1 Discord, and we are a firm believer in not doing follow for follow. Excuse me. We actually we say friend, not follow, or no, I'm sorry, yeah, friend not follow. That's what it is. So it's very interesting that you say that. The TheRippers1 Discord's a huge family. And if this is your first time here and you're looking to grow, then please feel free to type in !Discord in the chat and get a link. We can get you guys going in the right direction. But I'm super proud of you, dude. That's a super short time to be streaming. And the fact that you already hit affiliate, then that's amazing, dude.
I mean, I'm dedicated. I strive to better my stream. Sometimes it's hard. As I said, it's hard for me to talk to myself, to have a conversation with myself, and in my mind, it's like, is that guy talking to himself? Like he's kind of weird. It's like I have social anxiety, but I strive every single day to beat that system. Like I don't want to be socially awkward. And when I have you in my chat, it helps me. 'Cause you're asking questions, you're talking, um, you're saying do this, do that, and you're making my time in chat with you guys fun. I think when you guys talk in my chat, I'd rather be dying in the game than not talking to you guys.
That's so
Which
funny because like there's a lot of games that I try playing on stream and I'm just like, yeah, this isn't a good game to stream because I'm focusing more on the game than I am on my chat, and that's not who I am. I want to focus on chat, and the game is just something that's going on in the background, but it's just really us hanging out. That's what makes the stream so compelling, right?
yeah, I mean when I go part of networking, you supposed I go to other people's channels, talk to them, but if they're not interacting with you, it's a turnoff. Like it's like, okay, if I ask a question or, I understand that their chat could be very busy, but when their chat is, slow and I'm like asking them like how's their day and stuff like that and they don't acknowledge me, it's like, do you care about your stream? Like I've seen streams that they're not talking at all. I'm like, what? I could be watching TV. At least they're talking.
Right. That is
I mean,
very
I like
true.
your channel. I like your channel because you interact with your people. You interact with your folks. You get sick on your stream eating those beans.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, don't take after Ty, please. Uh,
You tried the beans. How did that go for you?
uh, I think it was what the first day, second day. I was like, nope. One of my goals on my stream is one, I do not eat in front of my stream, like like dinner and food like that. The second one is puking on stream. I'm pretty sure people do not want to see that or hear it. And I think it was like the first, second, third bean. Phew, I'm out.
Make Ty puke. Operation Make Ty puke is still a go. It has not happened yet. We've gotten really close, but all right. Let me.
I tried the bits or the beans. It's just that is nasty. It's like my stomach can't handle it.
So we already discussed you like your chat popping, right? So how do you continue to make sure that you still stream when there's nobody in chat? Do you see the viewer count? Do you have that turned off personally? A lot of people like turning it off because they feel like if they don't see it, they can not get down about their stream as they continue to go. Because after 2 hours, if you still see that stream or that viewer count at one person, it's kind of hard to keep going at the same rate that you're going, right?
Yeah.
So what is your advice to any new streamers that about the viewer count and how to keep talking even though nobody in your chat is talking?
For the viewer count, when I first started, yes, I had that on, and I think it was yesterday. Somehow it got turned off, which was actually a blessing because honestly, I didn't care how many people was in watching my stream. I was having fun. If there's nobody talking in the chat, I try to interact with the characters in my game, like the Joker. Like the Joker's always in my ear constantly. I'm like, dude, like, can you just shut up for 1 minute and let me talk? I'm like, I'm trying to talk here, and he's like trying to do bad things to me. It's like, come on. And then there's parts of the game where you can't fight the Joker because it's just an invisible person or imaginary person. I just start whacking on him. It's like, man, I keep missing. I keep missing when literally I'm trying to hit him. I try to make my stream fun. And as long as you enjoy your game, you're gonna be a lot better talking to the game than your chat until your chat starts picking up, and then you can kind of divert. So sometimes I'll ask the jokers like, "So how's your day going, sir?" And then hopefully somebody in chat will say, "Oh, my day's going great." I mean, heck, try to have fun with it.
That's phenomenal. I like that you're talking to the Joker, especially since you're playing Batman. The Joker's already in your head, so that's like it even like dives into kind of like the game and where it's going anyway, right?
Yeah, when I first started playing the game, the first part of the game was Poison Ivy coming out, and I'm like, "Damn, girl, you're hot. What's up? How's you doing? Can I get your number, please?"
I'm sure Jess underscore eyes love that, right?
Oh, I just said, I like pushing buttons. Her buttons are fun to push. Her reaction makes my day.
All right. Well, let's keep this PG-13. We don't want to know about the buttons that you're pushing on Jess eyes. So what would you have told yourself? Actually, let's 1 second before you answer this. We've got about 17 minutes left before we add your channel. Make sure you get your questions in now. This is about the time we need all the questions that you want to know from the Rippers before we raid him. But what would you have told yourself before you started streaming? And how long did it actually take you to start streaming? Like, you had this idea, hey, I could stream on Twitch. How long before the idea entered your head until you actually pushed the go live button? And then what advice would you give yourself now, back then?
When I first started, I was struggling trying to figure out what game to play. It's like all these games are out there. My advice is play a game you like. Don't worry about what other people think. Push that like button, put a smile on your face, knock it out of the ballpark. Keep that viewer count off, because from now on, I'm actually going to keep the viewer count. Because one, the time that somebody comes in your channel to the time it actually shows on your OBS is a very long time. So
It's dead wrong.
that number is dead wrong. So turn your viewer count off. Enjoy your time. Make sure your channel is what you want it to be.
Yeah, that's a very good point. The viewer count is way off, and if you see, oh, all of a sudden I'm at 0 and then I pop up to 1, by the time you start talking to that 1, if you weren't talking before, they're already gone, most likely. Any kind of obstacles you've had to overcome in your streaming career?
Obstacles. My stream crashing in the middle of nowhere and doesn't tell me. I'm sitting there playing game. I was like, having fun. Why is my channel offline? OBS is saying it's online, but it's not online on Twitch. I'm like, okay, really? I mean, lag. I mean, you've seen it. I've had a lot of lag before. Figured it out, cleaned it up. I had mic issues. I strive each day to make sure my mic is a lot better. Sometimes I slur my words, and I'm worked better on that. And then the software that I'm using kind of helps spread like the S word is very hard for me, so it kind of spreads it out so it sounds a little bit more better.
So you watch a lot of your VODs then?
That's very cringy. But yeah, I have to watch my VODs to make sure one, my audio is the right loudness. Like if you come on my stream and you hear me talking it's very low, you're gonna be like, well, he doesn't care about his stream. Bye bye. I don't want that. I want you guys to come in, see that I'm producing quality work, having fun. You guys sit there, chat it up. If you're feeling down, come talk to me. I have issues. We all have issues. You always need that one friend. I want to be your friend.
Well, you are definitely my friend, the Rippers. What advice would you give to somebody that has no knowledge, like they have zero knowledge of what they need to do to start a stream?
Find somebody who knows how to stream and ask them for help. Some of them might say no. Some of them might say yes. Just gotta find the right person.
Fair enough.
There's a lot of great communities out here. The Fighter X1. I hope I'm saying that right.
Yeah, Fighter X1 Discord.
Yeah, a lot of I had a lot of questions. If Ty was busy, somebody else would come in and try to answer the questions for me. I had a lot of issues with my stream, like the webcam. I was having major issues with the webcam, and I probably bugged Ty every day for a couple hours until we got fixed.
You have never bugged me. I promise you that. This is exactly why I'm doing this. I want to help other people grow and make their stream look better. My stream is not perfect, but I would argue that it's a lot better than other streams that I have seen on Twitch, and anything I can do to help other people, that's what I'm all about. That's what this Sunday night show is all about, is helping other people grow. So I appreciate the fact that you come to me, because without any of you guys, like, this wouldn't be anything.
Yeah, I start watching somebody and then they popped into your channel and I forget what you was doing, but you made me laugh and I'm like, I like this dude. He looks like a stormtrooper. I like him. Hit that follow button.
It's supposed to be a more Vader than a stormtrooper, I think, but I'll take something dark side, I guess.
I like pushing your buttons also there, sir.
Oh, hello. How you doing?
No, not that way. No.
All right, chat. No. We need questions for Rippers. Rippers, what's the next game that you are looking to play? Not released yet.
I'm not released yet. I play on PC, so Destiny 2 is coming to PC October for free. Keyword free. I've seen people play it, and I actually want to try it out and see how that goes. October, I don't know what actual date, but I know it's October. It's coming out free.
I mean, Destiny was super popular, right? And Destiny 2 had a lot of hype behind it. Why do you think Destiny 2 failed so much?
I'm not sure. I haven't really played the game. I've watched people play it. Some people like Call of Duty. Some people like Fortnite. First off, I do not like Fortnite. I like playing. For me, it's just frames per second, shooter games, stuff like that. Some people have interest in that. Some people don't.
Okay. Zazaboo in Twitch chat wants to know, would you be wearing the Batman?
I can call him up and see if he's available.
Is it true that nobody's ever actually seen you and Batman in the same room at the same time?
I've been called Batman, but Batman likes to keep his identity hidden.
So we got 9 minutes left. Let's get a few more questions in chat. What do you touch on follow for follow? We touched on technical questions. We touched, we did not touch on this. Hecklers or trolls? It's a thing that every streamer has to deal with. How do you deal with them? Some people, you like to use sarcasm and troll them back. Some people like to drop the ban hammer right away.
I just mute them and ask them nicely not to troll. I mean, I try to promote a clean environment. Well, let's change the word clean, because I do sometimes slip.
Are your streams marked mature?
Yeah, it's marked mature because sometimes I might slip because I die 1,000 times by this one stunt, mostly the Riddler. And I'll say, oh, F this, F that. I mean, it happens.
Right. Sometimes we can't help what comes out of our mouths, right?
Yeah.
Zazabu brought it up once again in Twitch chat. Did I miss the talk about movie nights with subs? No, you did not, Zaz. I forgot to ask. We moved on. So you did state that you wanted to do movie nights with subscribers. How do you plan on actually doing that?
I've talked to other Twitch streamers that does that type of stuff, and there's a software. It can't be on Twitch. Twitch will probably ban you if you try to stream a movie, but there's a software out there that you can share a link to your subscribers, and you pick a date, time. For me, I think putting a poll out, a general type of movies that's on Netflix, and let you guys pick out what you want to watch, and we'll sit back, have a Discord chat, not voice chat, because when you go to the movies, you don't really want to have talking in your ear. But we can sit in Discord, chat it up, say what you like about the movie, what you don't like about the movie. If it's a killer movie, it's like, why did they run upstairs? Why did they run downstairs? Why not? Why not go out the front door?
And just curious, it sounds like you're talking about Rabbit. If you are talking about Rabbit, do you know they went out of business? You no longer use Rabbit.
They don't have Rabbit anymore, but
there's other solutions. Okay.
I have other
DM me
solutions.
after the show, after you end your stream.
I will.
Zippy the Cat wants to know, what is an old school console that you wish you still loved to play?
I am 40 years old. The very first very first console I played on was Atari. But I do like Sonic the Hedgehog, so Sega Genesis, Sega.
Did you ever play General Chaos?
I've never heard of that one.
Okay, a lot of people haven't.
It's been a long time. I had a rough childhood, so I kind of blocked a lot of stuff out.
Oh, we are sorry to hear about that. Do you want to talk about that? We can talk about that while we're here too.
No, what's in the past is in the past. Make your life better. You have the choice to make your life better.
Better than yesterday, right?
Better than yesterday.
We'll use it again. We'll use it all night long.
I mean, I have this lady at work that does not like me because I'm pretty good at my job. She thinks I'm trying to take her job. Not the case, but I make it fun.
Viking 00034 wants to know in Twitch chat, what's your favorite video game of all time?
Favorite video game. Sonic the Hedgehog. I would go home from school, try to beat the game. I will die so many times. I keep going until I beat the game.
Awesome. Sonic is a extremely good game. The old school Sonic. Do they still make Sonics, actually?
I'm not 100% sure, but I've been checking. Since I am a streamer and I'm a variety streamer, so each day before I do stream, I do kind of look to see what kind of games are out there and what kind of games people might like, and see if it fits in my realm of what games I like too.
I know you can get Sonic on Steam now. Like some speed runs of Sonic would be interesting.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
Jess Eyes in Twitch chat wants to know your favorite movie of all time and some kind of devil smiley face.
Oh gosh, really?
She's calling you out of here.
Okay. Y'all cannot judge. This is a judge-free zone. High School Musical.
High School Musical.
There you go.
Disney.
I told you.
That's amazing. And you know what? Thank you for being honest with us. That's phenomenal, actually.
I'll tell you why. Like Hannah Montana movies in general, if it has backstory to where the end result is that person makes their life better, I'm happy. The movie's great.
Fair enough. Odd Duck Oasis in Twitch chat has your back. She said, "Hey, it's a good movie, and it was filmed at the high school where I live, just like a few miles away."
I mean, I know they're doing a reboot on High School Musical. I don't know if it's a movie or a TV series, but the original can't beat it.
What about the reboot of Princess Diaries?
I'd never seen that movie.
Never mind. Okay, moving on. Is there a small picture of Ty on your wall over your left shoulder?
Who, me?
That's what Zaz wants to know. He's seeing the Discord chat because there's a picture of my emote, because I'm not sharing my camera, but there's a picture of my emote on your wall in the background, which is pretty hilarious.
Well, to make Zazabu happy, send me a screenshot of your picture. I'll put it on my stream, and I'll just talk to you every single day when you're not here. We'll have a bro moment.
That's hilarious. What game would you want to bring back that was a DOS-based game? It's from Zippy the cat in Twitch chat.
Star Trek. I'm a big Star Trek fan.
Star Trek had a DOS game?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I think it was like Star Trek Judgment Day or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. But I know it's back in the old days.
That's amazing. All right, so it is literally almost 10 o'clock. We got 1 minute. Any closing thoughts? Where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram at TheRippers1. You can come to Ty's Discord. I'm in his Discord. I do chat it up in there. And I'm working on a fan-based, just where I post stuff, for subs and stuff like that, and just have a fan-based Discord, not a community. Well, I mean, that's kind of hard to describe, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think we all exactly know what you mean. And hopefully we see Batman in your stream in just a few minutes, right?
Yeah, I'll give him a call, see if he's available. I know he had a hot date with Ivy tonight.
Him and Ivy's a thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I make it a thing.
We appreciate you being on the show tonight, Rippers. I hope you have a great night, a great stream, and we'll see you in just a few minutes.
Okay, I want to thank you for letting me come onto your show. I enjoyed it. You're a very helpful person. If you guys got questions, he's the guy to go to.
I appreciate that so much, dude.
And then Zazabu, I have one thing for you.
Oh.
Is he in there?
Yeah, he's still here. He's still here.
Woo!
Very, very nice. All right, man. We'll see you in just a few minutes. Happy streaming, dude.
Yeah, all right. Thank you.